Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to discuss the second arc. Well, let's talk about this one. So this is the second arc. Let's talk about this one to see what do we have on this arc. When I'm talking about this one, we can draw this three line. Yes, I can draw this three line. Let me just draw the three line in AutoCAD. 5, 10. We're using the absolute coordinate system. I'm starting with 5, 10. Sorry, let's have this one. Now, let me go with the line 5, 10. 5, 10. And then we go for 15, 20. We have to use hashtag 15, 20. Then we need 25, 10. So again, hashtag, because when sending it 25, 10, we need hashtag 25, 10. Between them, we used comma. Remember 25, 10. Hit enter. Then hashtag. We're going to bring it back to the first one, which is 5. Then comma 10. It'll come back to the first point. Press escape. You have the triangle now. Now, let's discuss this arc to see what do we have on this arc. Now, we know where does it start. First, the direction, if this is counterclockwise, this is the start point, this is the end point. Look, it's not a continuous arc, because if this continues, you know the shape is not, this arc is different than this one, so they're not the same arc. Since students, they say, okay, this is one arc. No. Imagine this is going to be a circle by itself, this is going to be a circle by itself. They're not going to link, they are not linked together. So this is the start point, this is the end point, I have it. What else do I have on this arc here? I cannot say this is midpoint, remember. I cannot say this is center, wrong. Why? Because this is not a semicircle. It is not a semicircle. If you don't know it's a semicircle, you cannot decide. I've seen this one from students. They say, okay, sir, in the beginning you said, okay, this is the center. But here, nothing. This is why we know it, because it's written semicircle. That's why we know that this is the center. But here, it's not written semicircle, so I cannot say this is center. I don't have center. This is not a center. I don't know it. Maybe the center is somewhere here. Maybe the center is somewhere here. So the center, it is not in the middle. So what do we have? I have radius. So three information on this are start, end, radius. Is going to be enough. Let's check AutoCAD to see if we have a method that combines start and radius. Well, let's see. We have start, this is, I don't have center, so I'm gonna pass those centers. I have start and I don't have angle. Start and direction, I don't have it. Start and radius. That's what I want. Start and radius. Enough to draw the arc. Start and radius. So we know which one is start, which one is end, and we have the radius. So start and radius. This is the start. I'm activating this one. Start and radius. Then this is the start point. We know where is it. I can click. Then it will ask me specify end point. This is the end point. I know where is it. I can click. Then I'm moving the mouse. Please move the mouse away from there. You will see that it's asking you what? Specify radius of arc. Radius of arc is 8. Hit enter. It will draw the arc for you. Now, if you use start center end, let's say using start center end, you say, okay, this is start, this is the center, and this is the end. Look, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. Why? Because the radius of this one is not 8. The radius of this one is not 8. So this is the wrong one. This is what we have. And this is the center. Look, the center, where is it? Now if I try to use radius for this one, it tells me the radius is 8. The radius is 8. If I had the other one, which let's say by mistake I draw it, I said okay, this is start, this is center, and this is end, the radius, this can be used to check your drawings, distance, measure, those three: distance, radius, angle. So radius, if I check the radius of this one, the radius is 7.07. Why? Because we made a mistake here by providing the mid of this line to be the center, which we know that it's not the center. So how would you be sure that this is center? If it is written semicircle, yes, because semicircle directly this line that connecting this point to this point will be the diameter, and I can have all of the other information. Now let's say that can we use different way to draw this arc here? I'm going to use those coordinates. Since I have the coordinates, instead of clicking here, can I provide those coordinates? 15, 20, 5, 10. 15, 20 for the start point, 5, 10 for the end point. So at least to talk about coordinate as well. So I'm still using the same methods because this is the only way that we can draw this arc. This is the only way that we can draw this arc. Start, end, radius. But you will ask me what? Specify start point. I can click here, yes? But let's say this time I'm providing the coordinate. I can type 15. Sorry, I'm repeating again. So, because the mouse just went away from the screen. I'm not clicking. I will specify start point. I'll say 15, 20, hit enter. Then it will specify end point of arc. In order to provide the second point, we need to use hashtag 5, 10, which was the coordinate of this point here, the coordinate of the end point. Enter. Then it will ask me specify radius of the arc. It's 8. Enter. I get the same thing. But what did I do this time? And instead of clicking at this point, I provided 15, 20 as a starting point. Then I use hashtag. For the second point, we said that you have to use hashtag if it's a coordinate. Hashtag 5 and 10 for the end point. Then I provide radius as 8. And AutoCAD drew the arc for me. Remember, if you mix those two, the arc will come in this direction. If you mix those two, it will come in the other direction. This is how we draw this one. Look, we had limited information, just only 3 information, but it's enough to draw it in AutoCAD. Please find the information correctly. Do not just decide, okay, this is the center. No, you have to have that's why we call ourselves engineer. We have to have a proof to say, okay, this is the center. You cannot just look at, okay, depend on your eyes to see this is the center. No. Is this a semicircle? Do you have a proof that this will be the center? If you don't have a proof, do not decide. There will be enough information for you to draw the arc, but if you find a wrong information, you will end up a wrong arc. Pay attention to this one, please. Now we're going to make another video for this arc here to see what information do you have on this arc.